everyone, welcome to week 5 of your college algebra course. I'm going to start this week's presentation by backing up a couple of paces. What I wanted to first do was to point out where you can find all of this great information that I have for you each week. If you have not already discovered under modules, once you're under modules every week, you can go down to your weekly stuff, which I know you guys are all doing. But make sure you're checking out this from the instructor section. That's where all of these PowerPoints are being housed. And so once you find those PowerPoints, you can open them up and look through them. And they walk you through step by step on every single type of problem and how to do them. Keep in mind, my video is just to kind of give you some of the highlights. I'm not able to really go into detail and explain every single section on these videos, just simply due to time constraints. My videos can be no longer than 15 minutes with the application that I'm using, and so it would take much longer than that to teach each of these sections. So that's why I've provided the textbook PowerPoints. And if at any time you go through those and you still have questions, you can always reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. So let's try this first by clicking on the section 1 PowerPoint. And I'm just going to open that up for you so that you can see what that is going to look like on your side. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, I think it's opening. Slowly but surely. Okay, there is the section 1 PowerPoint. I'm just going to move my screen around a little bit so that we're looking at the actual slide. And when you open these PowerPoints, you'll be able to go through and go through them at your own pace. This week I've separated them out into all 9 sections, so you only have to open a section at a time. So this first section is defining what an actual rational expression is. So that's what you're going to find in the first part of this chapter, is what is a rational expression. And so this is the definition. It's a quotient of 2 polynomials, and they give you several different examples. They can be algebraic, which means they've got letters, or they can be fractional, because we've got just the numbers in them. So, but basically what we're dealing with here, excuse me, what we're dealing with here is division. So that's what the key is with these rational expressions. And so first they talk about find all the numbers when the rational expression is undefined. And what they mean by that is when the bottom is going to be equal to 0. Because if we've got 0 in a denominator, we can't handle that we can't work with those. So that's what this first section is all about, identifying those rational expressions that are undefined. So the first thing you have to do is to factor that denominator and then look at the solutions where the denominator would end up being 0. So in this case, we solved that denominator and said, well, let's see what would make it 0. And in this case, 7 and -4 makes it 0. And again, there's a lot of information in this section about multiplying rational expressions, how to determine if expressions are equivalent, how to simplify them, and things such as that. So make sure that you are looking at all of these PowerPoints. Let's take a quick peek at PowerPoint for section 2. PowerPoint for section 2 is all about division. The key with division is knowing that you don't want to do division. We want to change division to multiplication. And what that means is we're going to use this rule. To divide by a rational expression, you're going to multiply by its reciprocal. So that means we're going to change from division to multiplication, and we're going to take that second fraction and we're going to flip it over and then multiply. So that's what the key is with doing the division. So a reciprocal simply means we're flipping it over. Section 3 is all about least common multiples and denominators. And this section is going to be key for you to move on. So if you have not already checked it out, make sure you check out my discussion posts, because I have posted how to find these least common multiples and how to use those to create the least common denominator. And then I've even posted a video of another person who's out there who's done a fantastic job of showing you how to actually use them and solve problems. So make sure you're checking those out too. And from that point on, the rest of this chapter is applications. So it's taking what we learned in those first few sections, of chapter 6, and applying it to real world situations. So as you're going through and working these homework assignments, if you run across anything that you have a problem about or a question about, do not hesitate to give me a call. Again, my number is 618-792-2293. Thanks. Have a great day.